Grand Rapids High School in East Grand Rapids, Michigan. Beautiful Reeds Lake in the distance. And in the foreground, we are set for the Division II Boys Lacrosse Championship as Forest Hill Central takes on Cranbrook-Kingswood in the Division II tilt. The defending champs of Forest Hill Central, building I remember doing the Michigan State Big Ten Club Championship in front of nearly 2,000 people about 7 years ago at Forest Hill Central. They really bring the crowd over there, and they had lacrosse going on about 5 or 6 fields that day.
They sure do. They have an outstanding youth program with 3 teams at every level, and that's begun to pay dividends, no question. Forest Hill Central and their rival Forest Hills Northern Eastern, good teams. That's a Coach Quinn. He's out of Traverse City. He was a 3-time sport athlete himself, but got into lacrosse and has really did an outstanding job here with the Rangers.
Kern Stoddard will be between the pipes for him in goal today. 2 teams meet out onto the middle of the field. And there you see Kern Stoddard, I should say. He is a senior. And he'll have to stand strong today. It's been since 2006 when Justin Ronayne led this team from Cranbrook to a championship. Since that time, the team has been taken over by the new head coach of this team, and that's Matt Wilson in his 2nd year.
Matt played at Georgetown University, had a chance to play in the North-South game, and is a great lacrosse mind, and outstanding opportunity for Cranbrook to get this Ohio legend to come up and lead their program.
We are underway here in this game. We've already crowned a champion in Division I, and that was, who else? Brother Rice, their 9th consecutive championship. Cranbrook will have it. They are wearing the black jerseys with the white lettering and the white trim, and the home whites for Forest Hill Central and their forest green trimmed in numbers and in stripes on those uniforms. Out front with it here is Taylor Gesquire. Gesquire moves it in, looks to take the shot, and it's stopped there by Stoddard.
6 sophomores start for Cranbrook, a young team, but as we said earlier, a lot of experience this year, and they will give Forest Hill Central a lot of work, no question about it.
Moving in, looking to take the shot and bouncing it home with the goal is Gesquire, and it's a 1-0 lead to start things out.
Johnny Wagner participated in the 2013 championship hockey team, 2nd leading scorer. Nice shot, open up the scoring.
A 1-0 lead for Cranbrook. That score coming just 52 seconds into the game. Cranbrook again after the win of the draw on the attack. Jefferson Martin holding it out high, and now it goes to Jim Petroni. Jim Petroni fought off a check, then fired it wide.
Well, he's a tough kid, as we said earlier, signed to play with the Duke Blue Devils and averaged 67 goals this year, and we're going to see a lot out of him this afternoon.
Jason Miller with it. Gesquire takes the low shot and finds the net for his 2nd goal of the game. Actually, that's Johnny Wagner. Johnny Wagner has both goals, I believe, correct?
Yes, he made the first one.
There we go. Now we have it right. I have it right.
Outstanding sophomore gets Cranbrook out to a 2-0 lead.
So Johnny Wagner with a couple of goals here in the early going. Give credit where credit. I just wanted to say Gesquire. Now Forest Hill Central on the attack, losing the ground ball, but being picked up there nicely by Andrew Kransberger. Andrew trying to make his move along the goal line extended. In behind the goal. Just underway in the Division II Boys Lacrosse Championship. Johnny Wagner has a couple of goals, and Cranbrook now on the attack after the turnover. Bryce Becker into the attacking third. Check from behind. There's a shot and a score. Christopher Brown. Look out. You thought he was a good hockey player. How about that?
Yeah, the son of Doug Brown adds the third goal of the day. Outstanding shot. Nice fast break, and definitely Cranbrook is pushing the tempo against the favored Forest Hill Rangers.
So Forest Hills finds themselves in a bit of a jam here, down 3-0 in the early going, and we've only played 2:08 of this first period. And the draw, won again by Cranbrook.
Nice job by Jefferson Martin. Actually the Cranbrook Athlete of the Year, taking the faceoffs today.
Carrying on the left wing with it is Jim Petroni. Worked his way away from the double team, back out front to Gasquire. Gasquire circles back, starts the play. Past the restraining line, checked to the outside by Spencer Nell. Shot in on goal, but picked up there by Stoddard. Stoddard shot it on ahead. Given up to Cunningham. Cunningham moving in, taking a shot that's stopped by the foot of the goalkeeper. That's Ryan Rosenthal in net, the sophomore.
Boy, that was a great shot. Good work ethic. Nice young goalie. One of 6 sophomores for Cranbrook today playing in the state championship.
Corstange with it. Moving in. Shot whistled wide by Parker Lint. Restart for the Rangers. Here's another great save coming up here. Kicked away by the foot of Rosenthal.
Rosenthal had a chance to work with Coach Brad Gigliotti, who's made a big difference on the Cranbrook goalies, and it's beginning to show here today.
Off the restart, Kransberger in behind the goal. Luke Gerard now back out front. Schlosser and Nels. Nels moving in, has a look and scores right over the top of the head of the goalkeeper. Ryan Rosenthal coming right over the top of his helmet, and he couldn't get the pocket up to make the stop, and it's a 3-1 game.
Well, credit Spencer Nels, really driving through that defender. He'll be playing football at Hillsdale College next year, and you could just see the tenacity driving to that goal. Good job, Spencer Nels.
Score coming at the 8:11 mark. Cranbrook still with a 3-1 lead. Here's the draw. Cranbrook will have it. Circling with it, Jefferson Martin. Chris Brown right side. Johnny Wagner had the first 2 goals of this game. Wagner spinning through a couple of checks. Still on his feet, down to the ground, picked up by Corstange, and a flag coming in behind the play. But a holding call against the Rangers. They'll play a man short here as Andrew Clay steps into the box.
Forest Hills penalty number 33, hold, 30 seconds.
So 30 seconds or less for the hold. 7:29 remaining in the first. 3-1 lead for Cranbrook. Gasquire Back out front. Martin. Left it for Giampetroni. Martin again, and that ball lost off the stick of Wagner. Loose, in close. Ball loose, and Crane's digging for it, scraping after it, and who's got it? Still loose.
Two nice feeds by Giampetroni.
Giampetroni has it here. Takes the shot, whistled it wide. Closest to it, Johnny Wagner, the sophomore. Cranes will control. Wagner walks it to the right side. Wagner still holding. Now it's Christopher Brown.
Brown's brother is currently the captain at Boston College. A long family history of leadership there.
And we had a stick that came across, and down in a heat goes Johnny Wagner. And that will send Chris Boscher off. See it again here. Oh, and the stick got up high. He was trying for the check, and actually it was kind of a screen. Johnny Wagner stepped into the slash.
Chris actually coaches the youth lacrosse program. That'll be one highlight he's not going to show to the young lacrosse players here in Grand Rapids.
Bennett Feliski in the game now. That one whistled wide, and after it goes Christopher Brown, who will retain possession for Cranbrook. That started out fast and furious at 3 goals. 2 minutes and 8 seconds into this one, it's kind of settled down into a little defensive battle here. Shot right on frame, right between the numbers, stopped by Stoddard. Cranes control. With it is Giampetroni and a whistle.
Yeah, he may have stepped in the crease. A turnover for Forest Hill Central.
In a hurry with it, Peter Lintz. Lintz across midfield. Carrying to the right wing in the attacking third, put the helmet down and gave Bryce Becker a little hello.
Well, he's known to be an aggressive player, Parker Lynn, and he's got to watch bringing that arm up. That'll be called a ward if he tries that again, but a tough player, very aggressive.
Schlosser on the right wing. .5:20 and ticking here in the first period, a 3-1 lead for Cranbrook. Carrying ahead is Luke Gerard. Gerard in behind the goal. That went off the pocket of Kransberger. Tried to chase it down. Fighting for the ball. Lost it, however, and it's Michael Langdon who comes up with it. And good work there by Neil Cunningham. Played defense and knocked the ball away. So I think it was Kransberger who followed him up the sideline and knocked it away. So the Rangers will get it back. Under 5 minutes to play here in the first. Spencer Nels moves in. He's got the only goal for the Rangers. That one hit off the heel of the pocket, directed wide, and the Rangers get it back. Schlosser up high. Schlosser turning, looking for the left-hand shot. Instead sends it to the left wing. Cunningham backs off. Out front with it, Korstange. Korstange fights through a couple of checks. Right side, back out front. Luke Gerard. Gerard carrying, moving in. Finds the, looked like it hit the far post and angled into the goal, and it's 3-2.
Well, that was really nice patience by Luke Gerard. He grew up in Baltimore. As you know, Joe, that's a hotbed for lacrosse. His uncle and grandfather are coaches in the Baltimore community. But nice play by Luke, who will be going to Grand Valley State University next year playing lacrosse there.
It's a 1-goal game, 3-2. 4:15 left to play in the first. And the win on the draw by Schlosser, who carries ahead. Centering pass, chance now for Gerard. Gerard had to back it off, got pinched in between the double team. Luntz Gives it up to an on-rushing Ellis who's in the game. Ellis check, retains possession, then lost it out of the pocket, still after it. Little game of pinball down there on the ground. Nobody able to scrape it up, and the ground ball picked up. And here come the Cranes on the attack, and Giampatroni moves it into the attacking third. Christopher Brown left side.
Key ground ball by Giampatroni. Patient, scooped up, and now Cranbrook can set up. See if they can get one more, make it 4-2.
Jason Miller leads the attack for the Cranes. Gesquire with it. Giampatroni again. Giampatroni move it in. Leaves it along the goal line. Back out front. Jason Miller. Good stick checking there by Tyler Quinn out front.
Tyler Quinn is a big water skier, Joe, and by the looks of that lake, I can see why he's spending so much time out there.
Only one goal has been scored in the last 5.5 minutes. It's kind of turned into a bit of a defensive battle. 3-2, Cranbrook with the lead. Shot and a score, and just as I say that, Giampatroni finds the back of the net.
Yeah, both hands, outstanding left-handed shot, upper left corner. Nice shot by Matthew Giampatroni. His dad was captain of the 1984 Cranbrook team. Matthew's also captain of the soccer team at Cranbrook.
A 4-2 lead now for the Cranes. And just about 2.5 minutes to play in the first. Picked up by one of the long stick defensemen, and Michael Langdon retreating back into his own defensive end, and will shoot it back toward the keeper. Rosenthal sent it to midfield. The right wing poked away, still fought for on the ground, and scraped at and then picked up by Forest Hill Central. On the attack is Neil Cunningham on the left wing, centering pass to Nels. Nels makes his move to the left, to the right, lost it on a trip. Ball still loose, and it was picked up by Korstange. I don't know if the Cranes were waiting for a whistle, but they were standing around looking at it. Patrick Lynn in behind the goal. Kransberger there. Minute 45 to play. There's a shot. What a great stop by Ryan Rosenthal. They've got him listed at 5'9". Is he 5'9"?
I think he is.
Is he all of 5'9"? I'm thinking more like 5'7". Moving in is Schlosser. Certainly has that courage to play between the pipes for Cranes. Schlosser turning. Back the other way, goal line extended. Trying to find some space with a left-handed shot. Good blanketing defense by Bryce Becker. Here's a shot by Schlosser, deflected away by Rosenthal. Shot and a Rosenthal right there again to make the stop. We'll rotate this one around to the far side of the field with 45 seconds remaining in the first.
Nice clear by Cranbrook.
And Greising controls, but Cranbrook wants a timeout. And so the two teams have come to the sideline.
Well, Ryan Rosenthal, 5'7" or 5'9", he's having a heck of a start, doing an outstanding job in the goal and really keeping Cranbrook in this game at 4-2.
Fans interested in purchasing DVDs of today's Xfinity and MHSA network coverage of this event can go online to prepfilms.com for more information. When you order a DVD of this game, a portion of the proceeds go back to benefit your school's athletic program. Now the pontoon out there on Reeds Lake and here at Memorial Field in East Grand Rapids. It's a 4-2 lead for the Cranbrook Cranes over the defending Division II champion Rangers of Forest Hill Central. Joe, Jason, Charlie Esty, glad you're with us for this Division II battle.
Well, you know, it's a very diverse team. They've got football players and hockey players and snowboarders and musicians. Coach Quinn talked about the diversity, but one thing's for sure, they're an outstanding team, and they're down 4-2, but I think they'll be back against Cranbrook, and we're going to have a good game here today.
Yeah, we saw Forest Hills Northern Eastern give Brother Rice all they could handle. Got out to a 3-0 and then a 4-2 lead at the end of the first 12 minutes in Division I, and Brother Rice came back to win that one 14-10. Here in the Division II championship, the classic battle of East versus West again. As we've got from the west, Forest Hills Central, and from the east, the Cranbrook Cranes. Moving ahead is Pierce Fennick. Esquire back out front. Christopher Brown. Brown looking for space. Brown. Oh, that low to high shot, kind of underhand, sailed over the top of the goal, and closest to it there was Bennett Feliski. Giampetroni moving in. 3 defenders on him, looking in close. Oh, and Pierce Fennick was trying to load one up and then couldn't keep it in the pocket. Great opportunity at point blank for the Cranes, but they couldn't cash in. And the first quarter will come to an end. A couple of quick goals to start things out by Johnny Wagner for Cranbrook. And they've got a 2-goal lead heading into the second. 4-2 is your score. The MHSAA Division II Boys Lacrosse Championships continue in a moment from East Grand Rapids.
Is cheering you on all season long. Subway.
With the Xfinity mobile app, you can use your Xfinity home phone number to send and receive text messages on your smartphone. Unfortunately, we have U-verse, so we can't do that. But we found a way to text for free by reviving the Pony Express.
Stop coping with U-verse. Get free text messaging with Xfinity Voice and save on your wireless bill. Sign up for this great offer today. Call 1-800-XFINITY.
Well, Xfinity TV is TV your way. Xfinity On Demand, more ways to get more entertainment. Enjoy the best selection of current TV shows and hit movies available on any screen, so you can watch what you want anytime, anywhere. Johnny Wagner, Chris Brown, and Matthew Giampetroni with the 4 goals for the Cranbrook Cranes. They lead 4-2. Spencer Nels and Luke Gerard have tallied for the Rangers. Joe, Jason, Charlie Esty, and you. MHSAA Championships from East Grand Rapids as Lacrosse has moved to the west side of the state for the finals. Ball lost, and the Cranes get it on the turnover, and with it is Weston Burton. And that turned back over. With it there's Luke Gerard. Schlosser will hold out front. Schlosser moving in. Patrick Lunt takes a shot that's deflected wide. After it there is Kransberger. Chased it down into the corner and picked up by the Rangers, and then off a stick, and we're going to have a foul from behind. I think Jason Miller got a little aggressive there and checked him from behind, knocked him to the ground.
Well, going back to the save, Ryan Rosenthal read that pass in the crease, and he caught it high, and he saved it high. Better for that crease man. If you're going to catch that high, throw the shot low and beat the goalie. But nice job by Rosenthal reading that to make a save for Cranbrook.
46 seconds gone. 30-second penalty, so a little bit of an advantage here for the Rangers on the attack, trailing 4-2. Ryan Ellis, and they play catch around. Ben Argo, or I should say Zach Korstange with it. Moving in, taking the shot down low, and the score right between the legs. Andrew Kransberger with the shot in the goal.
Ranger goal scored by number 21, Andrew Cranbrook, unassisted.
Andrew really did a nice job positioning himself for that right outside the goal line, extended, took it in with the shot. Well done by the junior attackman.
Kransberger's score makes it 4-3, a 1-goal game. Picked up by Schlosser.
Cransberger's brother is an All-American goalie at Grand Valley State. You know, on weekends, he's getting a shot to shoot on the big brother throughout the year.
Ryan Ellis, a senior. Patrick Lunt moves in and scores. We're tied at 4.
Outstanding drive by Patrick Lunt. Broke his leg in February, but was able to mend it, finish the season. Also a Tier 1 hockey player for the Michigan Nationals. Outstanding job, Patrick Lunt, 19, a sophomore.
Forest Hill Central has back-to-back goals to tie this at 4-all.
Well, you know, coming off a state championship last year, it's a focused team, and although they were down, not a surprise to see them march right back.
Ryan Whitlow picks it up for the Rangers. Into the attacking third with speed, chased down by Bryce Becker. Sent it to the wing, and now he'll rush off the field.
Whitlow, one of the many three-sport athletes for Forest Hill Central. He's also a soccer player, a snow skier, and lacrosse.
Lunt back into the game, gets the pass, attacks on the left wing. Backs it out. Catch by Ellis. Schlosser. 10 minutes to go in the first half. 4-4 tie. Right point blank, and look at that. 3 unanswered goals, and Neil Cunningham has put Forest Hill Central in the lead at 5-4.
Well, Schlosser, just a beautiful feed into number 2, Neil Cunningham, and outstanding job. And I had a chance to talk to Coach Quinn, and he mentioned that Cunningham credits his great hand-eye ability to all the video games that he's playing. I'm not sure the parents are behind that, but apparently he has great hand-eye through the video expertise.
That's a good way to be able to play unlimited amounts of video games in your home. Credit your success on the lacrosse field. Winning the draw is Korstange, moves it down, takes the shot, and that one's going to go back to Cranbrook. Good hustle by Ryan Rosenthal to get around the goal and get closest to it before it went out.
Nice clear by number 17, Trey Griesling. He's a fullback for the Cranbrook team, and his brother actually plays for Johns Hopkins.
Esquire moving in. And there's a shot and a goal, and the third goal, Johnny Wagner with his third of the day. Walked right in, and there was no help at all that time for Kern Stoddard.
Yeah, they're going to have to keep an eye on Wagner again. Another sophomore, great athlete, second leading scorer for the team, and getting it done for the Cranes today.
Tied at 5, 9:07 left to play in the half.
Johnny Wagner, assist from number 16, Taylor Chesquire.
Pass ahead to Parker Lint. Lint taken down. That could have been Ben Sholey. No, it was Lint that went down. Flag comes in. We've got a 1-minute penalty here.
Yeah, Parker, known to be a tough player, kind of was on the receiving end of the elbow on that play.
So the advantage for Forest Hill Central here with 8:48 remaining in the first half. Game tied at 5. MHSAA Boys Division II Championship in lacrosse.
Forest Hill setting up in a 3-3. They've got all 6 players in front of the goal, increasing their chances for a score.
They're going to send Zach Korstange into the box. A little too aggressive here, so any advantage the Rangers had there was nullified by the Korstange minute penalty. It was unsportsmanlike conduct, I believe, was the call there.
Well, it's 5-5. We've got to fired up both teams, and it's time to settle down and play some smart lacrosse, get some goals in there.
Sticked away on some good defense by the Rangers, but the Cranes get it right back, and now they've got odd man rush, but it's broken up and picked up here by one of the long stick defensemen. Flared ahead to midfield, and carrying ahead now is Forest Hills Central. On the attack is Neil Cunningham. Work to the right side, Luke Gerard. Gerard back into the X there, and with it is Andrew Kransberger. Schlosser out front. 8:05 and ticking in the second. Schlosser looking for some space. Good stick checking going on there by Trey Greising.
Nice job by Schlosser to pull the back out, reset.
Cunningham trying to make a move and find space. Left side for Kransberger in close, hacking away at it. Michael Langdon lost it, scraped after it. Langdon will pick it up with that long stick.
Nice job by the sophomore defenseman. He'll be playing with Sergio Kerpovec at Notre Dame in a couple of years. He made the commitment earlier this year.
With speed, Ted Coy. Coy somehow saved it. What a great play. Little backhand sweep that came out near midfield. Jim Petroni lost it for a moment, looking to get it back. Good defense played there by Chris Boscher, and a whistle, and the ball's going back to the Cranes.
Well, I got to give credit to the toughness of Forest Hill Central. All the Rangers are playing tough, and Chris Boscher really hard on that ground ball.
There's a shot whistled wide. Wagner there to chase it out, so the restart for the Cranes. Gone a little over 2 minutes without a goal here. Tied at 5. And Brown went from low to high.
Well, he faked the pass, first of all. That was a very nifty play, something you'd see out of the Harlem Globetrotters, but he was able to do a low to high shot. Great shot by Chris Brown.
Christopher Brown with his second goal of the game. It comes at 6:44 the second. And it's now 6-5 in favor of the Cranbrook Cranes. It's their second lead of the game.
Colin Schlosser facing off against Jefferson Martin.
That's 2 unanswered goals for the Cranes. They've taken the lead at 6-5, and they get this one off the draw. Michael Langdon.
I remember my first state championship.
Ball to the Cranes. 6.5 left to play. Matthew Giampetroni coming back in.
Here we go.
And behind the goal with it is Gasquire. Gasquire trying to use a screen to get loose. Here's an open look, and that one kicked away. That might have hit the post the way it deflected out of there so strong.
I think you're right. Kurt Stoddard was ready, but had some help from the post on that play.
Thought he got a foot on it, but I don't think it would have ricocheted out to midfield hitting a leg unless it went ball on bone. Wagner in behind the goal now to Gasquire.
Here we go, Taylor.
6-5 lead for Cranbrook. 5:40 to play in the half.
Nice feed by Gasquire, a 3-year starter for Cranbrook, and Giampetroni took the shot just wide right. Chris Brown taking up top. You got to like the moxie of the young hockey player.
Moving in. Going to the right side. Ball sticked away. Picked it back up. Tried for the centering pass, and it was knocked away.
Nice defense by Chris Boscher, number 8.
There's a wind and fire, and the score made by Giampatroni.
Well, it got a little unsettled. They moved the ball back. Giampatroni up front, in front of the goal. Beautiful shot. 7-5 Cranbrook.
So Cranbrook with a 2-goal lead.
Crane's goal scored by number 9.
Giampatroni's also captain of the soccer team, and it's nice to have soccer players play lacrosse because they've got that vision. They can look at the entire field and set up the spacing. One of the nice things about the two-sport soccer lacrosse athletes.
Well, after the whistle, possession back to the Cranes. Jefferson Martin. Roll the ground ball back to Giampatroni, who will take over out high. 4:45 remaining in the half. Ball knocked away from Giampatroni. Loose on the ground. Who's going to get it? Somebody needs to get their stick down. It's finally picked up by the Cranes. No, now it is. Still not. Still loose. And now it's controlled by Jefferson Martin. Stick came around his neck, but Martin no worse for the wear. Another stick around his neck, and now the flag comes in. Delayed penalty coming up here to Forest Hill Central. That one whistled wide of the goal, and now the penalty will be enforced.
Well, earlier Tyler Quinn had a nice check, but they did catch him on the wraparound. Unfortunately, he'll have to go to the box, but
Forest Hill Central penalty. Number 35 holding 30 seconds.
Clock ticking at 4:15. Cranes have scored the last 3 goals. 1 to tie and 2 to take a 2-goal lead. Giampatroni winds and fires, and it goes right into the pocket of Kern Stoddard. He had to look twice to make sure he had it. Stoddard with a good pass up to the left wing. Ball chopped at. Last touched up by the Cranes, Michael Langdon. Oh, and they're going to say it's going back to the Cranes, and the crowd doesn't like it.
yeah, I can't disagree with the crowd. I think that's not the right call, but I credit Kern Stoddard seeing the open attackman. He went for it with the long pass. Kern will be playing goalie at Grand Valley State University next year for the Lakers.
Pierce Fennick, I should say. Giampatroni with it. Brought it up the left side. Took a stick up high into the face. Christopher Brown couldn't find it, swatted at. And finally, it's Patrick Donovan who comes away with it for the Rangers.
Patrick Donovan, an Eagle scout, missed the first half of the season with mono, but no question they're glad to have him back. Nice job helping that clear.
Trying to turn with it was Kransberger. Bounce to midfield. Picked up by Korstange. Back into the attacking third for the Rangers. Spencer Nels has been quiet. Nels had a goal 4 minutes into the game, and we haven't heard from him since.
Well,
2:40 left to play in the half.
They found Parker Lint all alone in front of the goal and just missed it, but nice ball movement and good vision to see who's available.
Kransberger looking for the centering pass. That one bounced wide by Luke Gerard. Rangers going to retain possession. Fighting off a check is Neil Cunningham. Schlosser yet to score in this game. Rangers with the ball and down to 2 minutes to go in this half. 7-5 lead in favor of Cranbrook. Pass back out front, turned over. Jason Miller now on the attack. Christopher Brown on the wing, and he'll wait for the changeup, and that'll bring Jim Petroni back into the game along with Geschquire. Turning with it, trying to get the shot away, and unable to was Johnny Wagner. Crane still control, minute 25 to play. Brown in behind the net. Brown spins. Dishes left side. Back out front, Jim Petroni. Petroni was checked, lost it out of his pocket. Gathering it in and circling back is Johnny Wagner. 1 minute to play in the half. Wagner moves in, shoots, and a nice stop there by Kern Stoddard.
Kern Stoddard having a nice game. Coach Quinn talked about his ability to work out hard after practice, and in between, apparently he's the manager of the local ice cream shop, but it doesn't show, Joe. He looks like a nice, thin, active goalie.
Yeah, he's probably eating, that good like yogurt or low-fat ice cream or something like that. He's not loading it up with a bunch of crumpled up Heath Crunch bars or anything like that like I eat. Carrying in, Korstan shot. Good stop by Rosenthal. Down to 3, 2, 1. Shot at the horn goes wide, and that will end the first half of play. Well, the Cranbrook Cranes got out to a 3-0 lead. Since then, we played pretty even. Forest Hill Central drew even to tie the game at 4. And Cranbrook enjoys a 2-goal lead heading into halftime, 7-5 in the MHSAA Division II Boys Lacrosse Championship here at East Grand Rapids High School at Memorial Field. More to come in just a moment. You're watching the MHSAA Championships.
Because they love the game that gave so much to them.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot. Can win tickets.
Well, it's championship season at the MHSAA. Catch live coverage of events on MHSAA.tv. Watch for coverage of past events on Comcast Channel 900 and on Xfinity on demand. Welcome back to beautiful East Grand Rapids High School here at Memorial Field, home of the Lacrosse Championships. Glad you're with us. Joe Jason along with Charlie Esty. Glad you're with us for this one. Do lacrosse teams have superstitions? Indeed they do. Let's talk about those superstitions in boys lacrosse right now as we tune in on some of those. Let's watch closely.
Left side first, always. Left cleat, left elbow pad, left. Yeah.
I've got lucky socks that I wear every single time. They're pretty dirty now, but I don't wash them.
Every practice and every game, I always put my left shoe on before my right, left glove on before my right.
I have to do 23 push-ups, one for each number on my jersey.
If we're on a winning streak, I always wear exactly the same things I wear each game until we lose, and then I change it up.
Yeah, I usually get a lift in the night before a game. I do 50 push-ups before we go out every time.
Well, our pregame ritual all starts in the gym back at CC, Well, I usually go for a 2-mile jog, and then I practice GBs in my dorm room. And I'll say something inspirational or whatever, I always have to say goodbye to my dog before I leave home. And we'll all yell, and then I'll just say rocks on 3, and then we break it out.
Before the game, me and Jeff Martin walk our dogs together, and then we take a nap together. Yeah, usually about an hour and a half. No, I don't take naps.
We take a nap next to each other, no touching, just there's a firm barrier in between us. I usually only eat foods that are green and red.
Yeah, I like fettuccine Alfredo.
We actually get granola bars, drink cheese. I'll always eat pasta and chicken before every game.
Yeah, on the way to the game, I usually eat a peanut butter and jelly that I make in my dorm before. It's kind of the tradition.
Shredded mini wheats with a hint of strawberry, I think it is.
Just some vitamin water or Gatorade, really does the trick. Oh, I just go with the apple, just an apple.
Get like a power bar or two, probably 2, maybe 3. Usually classical music. Bye.
(7-5) your score. Cranbrook leading Forest Hill Central here at East Grand Rapids at Memorial Field. More the MHSAA Division II Boys Lacrosse Championship in just a moment. You're watching the MHSAA Championships.
Our U-verse internet doesn't include as many free security tools as Xfinity, which means we have to take care of security ourselves, backing up our photos and important files, and keeping hackers at bay. To do all that, we're building a firewall. Okay, Grandpa Jack? I think we can go bigger.
Stop coping with U-verse. Get more free security tools for a more reliable internet with Xfinity. Sign up for this great offer today. Call 1-800-XFINITY.
Bundle and save with the Xfinity Triple Play. Bundle Xfinity TV, lightning fast internet, and unlimited nationwide calling for one low price. Go online to Comcast.com or call 888-491-6382. The Xfinity Triple Play gives you better TV, faster internet, unlimited nationwide calling, 3 great products that work together to make your life easier. Welcome back to Memorial Field here in East Grand Rapids, trying to bring the ship home for Forest Hill Central and the Rangers. The Cranes have something to say about that. They've got a 7-5 lead here. Forest Hill Central, the defending Division II champs. Cranbrook hasn't won it since 2006. Well, a big part of the Cranbrook Cranes team is Christopher Brown. His dad, before he had signed with the New Jersey Devils, played for Pittsburgh and our own Detroit Red Wings. He was an All-American hockey player. And Doug, I first of all, thanks for being here. Second of all, it's a revelation. Your parents were involved in lacrosse. Your dad coached lacrosse, too, in high school, right?
Joe, it's great to be here. And yeah, my dad is a school teacher back in Massachusetts at St. Mark's for 50 years and coached lacrosse as well as taught math and coached football back there. And so my brother and I played both hockey and lacrosse and then went on to be pro hockey players. But my daughters and my sons all play both hockey and lacrosse.
All right, that great shot by Christopher, that low to high shot, does Dad take credit for teaching him that one?
I'm going to take credit for teaching him the wrist shot, and then he just worked it into the lacrosse, and then he just loves it. It's his signature. He loves to just fire from that position. I think a lot of hockey players do.
It's a natural progression, I guess, hockey to lacrosse, lacrosse to hockey. You see a lot of that now these days?
Certainly, and you think of Canada, the box lacrosse, it's an easy segue, and they play indoors in the rinks in the summertime, and for the field lacrosse, I grew up in Massachusetts, and most of the hockey players played lacrosse in the springtime, and it's the same game. You just don't have to learn how to skate. It's a piece of cake.
It's making its way to the west slowly, this lacrosse game, I guess. In the east, everyone knows about Syracuse and Boston College playing great lacrosse there, too. And now it's moved kind of from the east side of the state to the west side, where Forest Hill Central has got quite a program over here.
They've been terrific. Both boys and girls around the great Grand Rapids area has had some great programs. And since I had a few daughters playing at Sacred Heart and at Cranbrook over the years, saw some good programs out here. So it's great to see the west side of the state playing so well.
Yeah, what about this padding that they have? It needs a lot of you need a lot of courage to play this game of lacrosse. You got a rubber-coated baseball coming at you at 80 miles an hour, and they don't have quite the padding they have in hockey.
So I think the goalie's not mentally right, but the players, it's not so bad. The good news about this sport is when they hit you, you just fall on the ground. You don't have the boards to worry about, and so you only get hit once. In hockey, you get hit twice every time, and so the padding is necessary.
We're talking with Doug Brown. Doug, is this a different kind of lacrosse game than you played back in the day? Maybe on natural turf where the ball slowed up a little bit, and then now it's skidding around a little bit, true about rolling out, especially for the little kids who are getting into it. A lot of balls out of play.
Well, certainly, and they've made the sticks are much lighter and better quality, and the kids can pick up the ball without having to bending over and pull it out of the weeds as much. So the game's a little faster on the AstroTurf, and Certainly bounce passes, bounce shots. We haven't seen too many bounce passes, but we've seen a few of them rolling around here and there. And so it's easier to see it, but also tougher for the goalies.
Doug, you've got this great infrastructure over at Cranbrook. We've heard about it all the time in hockey, the ice time, and everyone from your son to coach's son who's playing on these teams here, and Dean Chelios, who played years ago as well. How much help is there, and how much do you get involved with this hockey team over and lacrosse team over at Cranbrook?
So I when the boys were little, I helped out on the lacrosse side. I jumped in to help start the lower school lacrosse program, and so they call it Brookside is their lower school. And so that many of these kids, I had them when they were in 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th grade, and then pass them on to the school and middle school and high school level. And so just try to help jumpstart it. Just as Grand Rapids is picking up, I think Cranbrook's program is getting stronger and stronger. And then on the ice, obviously, I'll jump on the ice anytime somebody says jump. And so I jump on the ice as often as I can with any of the boys that want to work on something, and I just love it.
Doug, best of luck to you. Go back down there and take care of those eyebrows of Patrick Ronanes, will you? My broadcast partner in hockey. Good to see you. Thanks, you bet. Doug Brown with us, our special guest here at halftime. We've got a 7-5 ball game here. Cranbrook leading. We've got 24 minutes of lacrosse left in the Division II championship in the MHSAA. Back with more in just a moment.
The source for high school sports in Michigan has gone mobile. You can now access all the great features of the MHSAA website from your smartphone. You can find directions to a school, check out blogs, news, and podcasts, keep up with your favorite team, and even submit scores when you're at a game. MHSAA mobile apps are now available for your iPhone, Android, and BlackBerry. It's all part of the MHSAA family of websites.
Get social with the MHSAA Network. Follow us on Twitter and Facebook for up-to-date scores, videos, and photos from events. And check out videos and highlights on YouTube. Like us today. Well, thanks for being with us, and we hope you like us on this sunshine day in East Grand Rapids, west side of the state, for the lacrosse finals. Brother Rice, a winner 14-10 in the Division I tilt against another team from Forest Hills, the Forest Hills Northern Eastern combined squad. And here in the Division II game, the Cranbrook Cranes from the east side lead the defending champion Rangers of Forest Hills Central 7-5. Joe, Jason, Charlie Esty, glad you're with us. Second half of action underway now as some of the long shadows make their way and the sunshine is broken out in full force here in East Grand Rapids for the second half of Division II lacrosse. That one skips through Chris Brown's wicket and then goes out, and it'll be a turnover here, and the Rangers will have it.
Well, down by 2 at the half, we'll see what the Rangers can come up with, but I got to hand it to Cranbrook, who really came out, a very young team, but came out of the half 7-5 with a little bit of a cushion.
Andrew Clay will move it ahead and get it to Schlosser. Schlosser, who has been quiet without a goal in this game. Probably would think to get him active in some way, although he's created a few things for Forest Hills Central.
He really has, and his dodges are strong, and he's feeding the ball well. While he doesn't have any points, he's still a factor out there. He's definitely has the focus of the Cranbrook team.
Lunt back to Schlosser and left side for Cunningham. Circling, centering pass, and whistled wide.
Nice shot by Luke Gerard, just outside.
Just missed it, but a good hustle by that long stick defenseman down there, Michael Langdon, to get the possession for the Cranes.
We mentioned earlier Michael committed to Notre Dame and will be playing lacrosse there in a couple years. Just a sophomore this year here at Cranbrook.
Jason Miller to the right side. Christopher Brown back out front to Gasquire. Esquire working off a stick check from Ryan Whitlow and now moves in. Check, ball came loose, scored it out. Rangers get it on the turnover. Some speed to midfield by Evan Bartis. Excuse me, that's Tyler Quinn. And Quinn's pass deflected and goes out off the stick of one of the Rangers, and a turnover there and an opportunity for the Rangers that comes up empty.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Good hustle by Tyler Quinn, reading that ball into his stick and taking it all the way down to the field.
Christopher Brown looking to carry to midfield. Instead, he'll give it up, and it's Jason Miller. Miller into the attacking third, circles back. Looks to give to Brown and now waits.
Miller plays on the soccer and basketball team along with lacrosse, a 3-sport athlete for the Cranes.
Right side for Wagner. Cranes using a little bit more patience here in their offensive set in the second half.
Well, I think they realize possession is the name of the game. They don't want to turn the ball over and give the Rangers a chance to even that score. So they're playing very smart lacrosse.
Giampetroni moves in. Whistled one, deflected. Brent Feliski was deep in the X. Get this one back for the Cranes. Giampetroni out front. Walks it past the restraining line into the attacking third, and here's his shot in on the feet. Where's the ball? Lost and crashing into the circle, one of the Cranes. That was Brent Feliski, and the Cranes will get the restart from the goal line extended.
Feliski's all over the field, runs cross country in the fall. I can't be surprised, but good hustle. Unfortunately, ended up in the crease.
That does not hurt when it comes to that cardiovascular conditioning that's needed in this sport to keep the motor running at all times. Jason Miller making a move, left his defender on his back. Brown moving with the left hand. Here's a shot, Giampetroni right in on frame, and a stop there by Kern Stoddard. Now what do we have?
Well, he took the ball, picked it up, and put it in his stick. So they're going to turn it back over to the Cranes.
He kind of got handcuffed with this one, I guess. Maybe that's kind of the better way to look at it. Look at this shot. Oh, yeah, there it is. Guilty as charged. Out on the wing is Christopher Brown, and he'll walk it back up front. Brown moving in. Giampetroni lost it out of his pocket, but is picked up. Good checking going on, scraped at it. Cranes trying to control midfield. A lot of checking going down. Jefferson Martin taken down. Christopher Brown fights off a check. Gives it ahead, point blank. Giampetroni faked it low, went high, and scored.
Just an outstanding play, Giampetroni. You know now why he committed to Duke. Beautiful.
So Matthew Giampetroni, he scored 2 in a row. This one comes at the 7:30 mark. And the first goal scored of the second half makes it 8-5 in favor of Cranbrook.
Goal scored by number 9, Matthew Giampetroni. Assist from number 10, Christopher Brown.
Schlosser on the attack for Forest Hills Central. They're going to need him to get involved in the offense.
Well, now's the time to step up. He's been a leader of the program all 4 years, and they can count on Colin right now.
Ryan Ellis, and now Cunningham. Cunningham moves in. Turns. That one deflected away by Rosenthal. I don't know if he got a stick on that one or just went wide.
I think he did.
I think he blocked it.
No, Ryan had a stick up. He fouled the ball in. Nice job by number 6, Rosenthal.
Rangers still with it. 6:40 to play in the third. 8-5 lead. Good work in behind the net for Luke Gerard.
Nice defense for Jack Blumberg on 34.
Cunningham trying to get free ball loose and a turnover. Bryce Becker did a good job to separate ball from pocket and then picked it up. Michael Langdon ahead on the attack, lost it. Scraped after it, couldn't get it off the heel of one of the Rangers, and it's picked up there by Johnny Wagner. Cranes rush it into the attacking third and then back it out and slow things down and wait for the set. And John Petroni will have it. Bounced that one, and it was nicely gathered in by Kern Stoddard. 8-5 lead for the Cranes. Forest Hills Central on the attack. They need some offense. Cunningham moves in. Moving in around a couple of checks. That one deflected away. Rosenthal might have got a piece of that one too. That's one of the best looks the Rangers have had inside 5 yards. And most of their shots have been 10, 15 yards away, giving the goaltender a good opportunity to take a look at it.
Yeah, it looks like they're more committed to the dodge.
That one through the legs of Rosenthal. Cunningham with the goal. Neal's second goal of the game.
Yeah, great determination by Neal Cunningham, the senior, going to play at Grand Valley State University next year. It's just wanting to. It's just wanting to take the ball in and finishing right in front of the goal. Good job.
Jack Corstens facing off against Jefferson Martin.
Well, that ends 4 unanswered goals by Cranbrook. Back to a 2-goal game at 8-6, and the Rangers get it again. Tyler Quinn picks it up. Quinn shoots it across the field, and after he sees it's gathered in, he'll run off the field, and the attacker will come on now, and that's Parker Lint.
Nice feed to 33. Andrew Clay, a freshman, starting for Forest Hills. Nice job.
Spencer Nels moves in. Didn't have an angle around the defenseman. That one ricocheting off a stick or a leg. Defensive play made there by Webster Burton. Rangers quickly start the ball in play. 4 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the third. Kransberger moving in, goal line extended. Fake the shot, got it in close and deflected away by Rosenthal. Point blank shot taken by Parker Lint.
Ryan Rosenthal just determined to stop these shots.
There's a shot that went wide, hit the stick though. Spencer Nels let it fly wide to the left.
Rosenthal is a sophomore playing in a championship game, outstanding. As I mentioned earlier, they credit Coach Brad Gigliotti, the goalie coach, for bringing these youngsters along. Excellent job by Ryan Rosenthal.
In close, there's a shot whistled wide. Had an open shot until Michael Langdon stepped in and got a stick in the way. That made that shot go wide. Now, Forest Hill Central has been on the attack here for the last minute or so, but they have nothing to show for it. Neal Cunningham did have a goal at 4:55 about almost 2 minutes ago and cut the lead to 2. Rangers have been on the attack.
Well, the Rangers have experience. Hopefully they won't get frustrated by some of the missed opportunities, and they'll continue to maintain possession.
Shot was whistled wide, taken there by Zach Korstange. Shot whistled wide. Kransberg out in front of the goal with a shot. Rangers are going to have it still with under 3 minutes to play in the third. Spencer Nels Schlosser, I don't believe, is even in the game right now. Nels moves in, lost it. Never got a clean shot away, and it's picked up, and back the other way comes Webster Burton and the Cranbrook Cranes.
The Rangers are definitely getting a little frustrated out there. It's important. It might be a good time to call timeout and settle down the team.
And that's exactly what Forest Hills Central is going to do. You'd think. No. They will play on. Clock will move, 2:20 to play. Cranes on the attack, Christopher Brown. Took a stick, went down on one knee, popped back up, controls left wing.
Number 8, Chris Bosher, tough defenseman. Coach Quinn noted that he's also a member of the Glee Club, but no, he's tough out there on the young Brown.
Chris Brown, good pass as he was hammered to the ground by 2 defenders. Chop away and picked up by Forest Hills Central.
Once again, Chris Bosher, outstanding.
Much to the delight of the Ranger crowd, who's in full force. Less than a 15-minute trip here to East Grand Rapids. And speaking of a trip, there'll be a delay penalty coming up here as Schlosser moves ahead. Delay penalty, Cunningham off his stick and loose. Ball touched the ground, and that will stop play.
Schlosser's able to drive and draw the double and feed to that open man. Unfortunately, Cunningham couldn't get a stick on the ball that time.
Timeout, Rangers.
And now the Rangers have indeed called time.
Well, they had the offense they controlled, but they had a number of missed shots, and during that transition, some of the players are getting a little tough.
You'll find everything you need to get into the game.
Get social with the MHSAA Network. Follow us on Twitter and Facebook for up-to-date scores, videos, and photos from events. Check out videos and highlights on YouTube. Like us today. A great sunshine day here in East Grand Rapids. Started out kind of cloudy for the Division I game, but we've had temperatures in the mid-70s. It's just been a great day for a championship weekend here in East Grand Rapids. The Pioneers of East Grand Rapids had a chance to advance in Division II. They lost to Cranbrook in the semifinals. Cranes beat them 8-6. Meanwhile, Forest Hills Central defeated Country Day 11-8 to advance here.
Well, Coach Quinn talked about the goalie like an ice cream. That number 33 defenseman likes a little syrup during his break, so maybe that sugar will get the Rangers going once again.
Schlosser in behind the goal, and with it there is Kransberger. On the left wing, Cunningham back out front. And it's Ryan Ellis, Schlosser, and again Kransberger. Cunningham, Schlosser on the in-between hop, picked it up. Here's a quick shot and a stop by Rosenthal on the quick release from Korstange. Ball was loose and there was a push from behind. Going to go against Cranbrook, and a restart coming up for Forest Hills Central. Down 2 goals with a minute to go in the third.
Rosenthal, first-year goalie, sophomore, definitely having the game of his life today. Outstanding job.
Kransberger in behind the net. Kransberger turns, looks for space, and scores! No goal. They wave it off. Was it there was a penalty before the goal or what?
It looked like a penalty, but he ended up in the crease.
He did indeed. Goal's been waved off. Kransberger did yeoman's work to get free.
Great hustle by Andrew, the junior. Unfortunately, he couldn't choke his motor. He ended up right in that crease and no goal.
Will help going into that crease too by a defender, but nonetheless, goal waved off. Tony Quinn getting an explanation.
Tony Quinn credits his assistant coaches, especially Randy Lundblad, who played at Syracuse, Scott Sybil, Adam Budenberg, Dave Kransberger, Andy Shearer, and Masad Barisi. All these guys have done a great job. They bought into the program and they have a shared philosophy. And that's why Forest Hill Central is such a power today, and of course last year's state champion.
37 seconds left to play in the third.
Range penalty, number 22, 30 seconds.
The penalty will go against Michael Langdon. 30-second penalty or less. So 6 on 5 here. And a restart for Neil Cunningham on the wide side of the field on the left wing. Kransberger, centering pass. Shot, and that one deflected away. Probably the best look for Schlosser today.
Good hustle. He looked left, looked right, and unfortunately just could not stick it in there. Great job by Rosenthal.
That one whipped at the goal. Rosenthal got the big pocket up there, but it sailed over the top of him in the goal. Rangers with it. 13 seconds left on the clock here in the third. Good opportunity for the Rangers. As time starts ticking away, and that one played by Schlosser. 3 seconds to go, and he'll control, but they won't get the shot away in time, and that'll end the third.
Good D by number 14, Webster Burton for Cranbrook.
A defensive third period. Only 2 goals scored. Matthew Giampatrani for the Cranbrook Cranes. Neil Cunningham for Forest Hill Central. 8-6 is our score. Cranbrook with a 2-goal lead. We head to the final 12 minutes here at East Grand Rapids, and the MHSAA Championships continue in a moment.
Portable catering that's perfect for tailgating.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot at this.
Well, get peace of mind with Xfinity Home. The total home security and home control solution keeps you connected to what matters most. Sign up for the Xfinity Home Preferred Package today and get savings on installation and no activation fee. Call today, 855-709-1198. Joe, Jason, Charlie, Esty, and you, the MHSAA Division II Boys Lacrosse Championship. And what a doozy we've got. The defending champs, Forest Hill Central, find themselves down to a champs back in 2006, the Cranbrook Cranes. 11:50 left to go in this one, and the Cranes will defend as Forest Hill Central will have possession.
Sometimes in a case like this, if you're Cranbrook, you've got to get additional goals, because if you let this team, Forest Hills, hang around long enough, they may just come back and take it away. But Cranbrook has been playing with a lot of intensity today. It's a young team. Hats off to them. Let's see what they can do in this next period.
Luke Gerard for Central, goal line extended. In behind for Kransberger. Patrick Lunt had some space, thought better of it. Schlosser moves in. Schlosser shoots wide.
You know, a lot of these shots by Forest Hills, they're just missing. It might be that they get it together and get a series of goals this final period, but they're just off a hair.
Neil Cunningham behind the goal. Cunningham lost a tire there. He went down on the ground and was picked up on the turnover by Cranbrook. Tyler Greising picked it up.
That was a great job by Tyler, fullback for the Cranbrook team.
Ahead for Burton. Burton, one of those long stickers, always have that desire to bring it all the way down. Take the shot.
Well, he spends the winters in the pool swimming for Cranbrook. I'm sure he's enjoying the day out here in the lake.
I want to jump in Reed's Lake when he gets a chance. Christopher Brown with it for the Cranes. 10-17 and ticking. 2-goal lead. Will it hold up? Still a lot of lacrosse left. 10-10 and ticking now.
You know, we had a chance to talk to Doug Brown and his son, number 10. The beauty of the hockey player becoming a lacrosse player is the hand-foot-eye coordination. They're very good playing the ball down low.
Look at this, a little game of stall going on as Gasquire will just hold him behind the goal and just roam to his right. Now he'll move in, take the shot, sailed out. Jason Miller closest to it. Out front, Johnny Wagner, 3 goals in this game, had the first 2 quickly. Minute 30 in, he had 2 goals already, and Cranbrook had themselves a 2-0 lead.
Well, it was a great find when Cranbrook brought Coach Matt Wilson up from Ohio to lead the program. And along with him, Matt's brother Chris, who played college lacrosse at Colgate, was able to join him. So they're loaded with coaches. Sheen Lavery, Stuart Swartz, John Giappatoni, which also the father of Matthew. They've got all kinds of strong leadership, and it's showing today for Cranbrook.
Chris Brown will walk it on back. 8:45 to play. Next goal really is huge for either team. Brown moving in, taking the shot, sailing it high over the goal. Off the restart, Bennett Feliski. Esquire in behind, running it to the corner. Now back the other way against Schlosser. Jim Petroni bounces one. That one got through the yellow circle, but went wide and out, and the restart coming up again for Cranbrook. Brown. Centering pass out front. Giampatroni scores. No, excuse me, it's a Gasquire with the score. And a huge goal for Cranbrook. They go up 3 with 8:11 to go.
Well done. They found Taylor right in front of the goal, a 3-year starter. Had the experience just to kind of wait it out, got the pass, and stuck it right in there. Good job.
The score coming at 8:11 of the 4th makes it 9-6 in favor of Cranbrook. A huge goal there. That makes it a 3-goal game. We'd mentioned the next goal was going to be huge if Forest Hill Central had scored it. It'd have been a 1-goal game. Anybody's game at that point. Now face-off so important for the Rangers, and they get it on the draw, and it's sticked away. Fighting for it is Corstange on the ground. Picked it up. Corstange threw a double check, and then it gets batted out of his pocket. Circling with it is Tyler Greising.
Well, it just looks like the Rangers are trying to force it in there. They really want to settle down, possess the ball, work it around for the good shot. They're determined athletes are just trying to take it in and make something happen, but it unfortunately it led to a turnover.
Ball ahead, almost turned over, and it will be turned over as the Rangers pick it up. Pass to midfield, and that one turned over. Look at that, Webster Burton comes up with it. And we've got an injured player on the field. Down went Johnny Wagner. Second time that he's been down on the turf today. Well, as graduating high school seniors, you face the reality that your interscholastic athletic playing days are coming to an end, but you can stay in the game. High school sports need new officials now more than ever. Officiating is a great way to get back to the game, stay in shape, help kids enjoy the same opportunities you had in school sports, and make some part-time money. So make the call, register today online at mhsaa.com, and stay in the game. Christopher Brown with it now. The Cranes on the attack, leading 9-6. Joe, Jason, Charlie, Esty, glad you're with us. Here's a low shot, and there's that Brown patented shot low to high that whistled to the left of the goal.
Well, it'll be interesting to see if Cranbrook just tries to possess and slow this down and burn some time off.
Goal line extended. Oh, trying to load one up there was John Petroni. Ball loose. 10 yards away from the goal. Still loose. And finally gathered up by Tyler Quinn. Quinn into the attack. Luke Gerard. Possession so important right now for the Rangers with 6:25 to play. They need a goal.
Yeah, they need to take their time, give their defense a rest, but really set up for the right shot.
Cunningham will run the show out front. Moves in, takes the shot and scores. Bounced it home. Rosenthal, who's made so many stops on point-blank shots, that one from a distance bounced and Rosenthal just didn't see it.
Well, nice shot, Neil Cunningham, getting him on the board, and hats off to him for seeing that low bouncer. Good job.
Neil Cunningham.
Neil Cunningham, the goal with 6:10 remaining. Back to a 2-goal game at 9-7.
Big face-off here, Joe. Let's see what Schlosser, the legend, can do for the Rangers.
Picked up by the Cranes. On the attack, Jefferson Martin. Martin carrying. Lost the handle on it, scraped up and picked up, and here come the Rangers. On the move, Patrick Donovan. Quinn lost it. Hits the deck. Cranes will pick it up. A lot of ball handling here by those long stick defensemen, and picked up again by another long sticker, Andrew Clay.
Pull it up, settle it down.
Neil Cunningham will wait. 5:25 to go. And the Rangers have called timeout.
Good move, good move. Right now, these young guys, they want to fire it in, but Coach Quinn will settle them down.
Tony Quinn looked like he was in the attacking third there. He ran on the field so far. Timeout called by the Rangers. They trail 9-7 to Cranbrook. 5:23 remaining in this game. If you want more high school sports, check out the best in high school sports online. Go to highschoolsports.xfinity.com for games from Michigan and around the country. Subscription to digital starter or above required. Call for restrictions and details. A water skiing going on at Reeds Lake, and 3 men in a boat. A little rod and reel fishing out there.
Boy, it's a beautiful venue. I remember a couple years ago we played Brother Rice at Howell, Michigan, and overlooked Parker Lake. Very similar, but this is a great spot here in Grand Rapids.
That is not a no-wake zone.
Well, it'll be an exciting 5 minutes. It's an opportunity to returning state champions to really step up and take it to Cranbrook. But you got to hand it to this young team. 6 sophomores, some outstanding players, but have controlled the game.
Rangers will have it. 5:20 to go in the game. Andrew Kransberger on the right wing. Oh, and it's stolen away. Not a good pass, and Jason Miller was in the right place at the right time to steal for the Cranes. Miller on the attack. 3 defenders around him, and a whistle and a timeout called by the Cranes. What a play by Jason Miller to step in front of the play and take it away.
Good call by Coach Wilson to slow that down after they had the transition, settle down the offense, and great time for a timeout.
Remind you that following the conclusion of this championship game, we will
So the Cranes with a timeout, leading by 2, 9-7. 5:04 to go in this game. It has been a low-scoring second half. Neil Cunningham has the 2 goals for Forest Hill Central. Matthew Giampetroni and Taylor Gasquire have a goal each for Cranbrook. And it's a 9-7 game. Well, getting up, being active every day, jogging, biking, swimming helps keep you in condition, gets you ready for your next sports season. After all, you really think your opponents are gaming, sleeping, or tweeting right now? Join the pep rally to stay active and watch the MHSAA website this summer to find out how your teams can win tickets to next year's MHSAA Finals. Big possession here for the Cranes. If they can convert, get a 3-goal lead, again, it makes it that much tougher for the Rangers. We said that with about, 8 minutes to go in the game, about 8.5 to go. Stick came loose. Christopher Brown lost it.
Nice job by Patrick Donovan, the Eagle Scout. This is a key turnover for the Rangers.
Webster Burton having a little trouble with it and finally gets it ahead to Spencer Nels. Nels will use his speed to cross into midfield. Around 4 defenders, lost it, and a flag comes in.
Yeah, a push. Rangers will be man up for 30 seconds.
It's a big break here for the Rangers, having an opportunity to cut it to a 1-goal game.
Range penalty on number 34, push, 30 seconds.
They're in that 3-3, 6 players in front of the goal. They're looking for a shot. Good opportunity to get one more.
Korstange. Korstange again. Cunningham out front. Shot whistled high. Schlosser. Shot in close, and a score!
Kranzberger came around, had a beautiful fake to the wing, put it in the upper left corner.
Kranzberger makes it a 1-goal game at 9-8. Andrew Kranzberger.
Andrew's dad, Dave Kranzberger, one of the many assistants that's working with Tony Quinn, and of course we mentioned Randy Lundblad and Scott Sybil, Adam Budenberg, Andy Scher, and Masad Barisi.
This game has been tied twice. Forest Hill Central has had the lead only once, and that was at 5-4 after a Neil Cunningham goal at 9:53 of the second. We've got a push, and the ball going to the Rangers. And so an opportunity here for Schlosser and company.
Well, that's the leadership we're looking for. It was a great face-off by Schlosser. Again, one of the most versatile players on the field. It's a great possession for the Rangers right now.
Almost got a little lazy with it there, and that long stick of Daniel Ryan came in and knocked it away momentarily. Kranzberger in behind the goal with speed to the goal line extended. Schlosser has it there. Nels from the right side. Nels moving in, looking for space. Back to Cunningham. Skips past his pocket, but chased down by Schlosser. 3:22 to play. Talk about momentum in this game. It has shifted dramatically. 2 unanswered goals by Forest Hill Central, and they are in possession with 3:07 to go. Patrick Lunt.
Well, the Rangers are smart. There's no need to get 2. They just need 1 goal to tie it up, and they're working it around for the best shot possible. Smart lacrosse.
Coaches know in a lot of situations like this, even though it's a 1-goal game, the next goal wins. You tie it up, you have momentum with the tie. You lose possession, Cranbrook scores and goes up 2. That's a big goal. Schlosser. 2:35 to play. Cunningham to Cransberger. Cunningham left wing. Schlosser out high.
Old saying, shots show opposite. Bring that ball to one side and zip it over. Should be an open man. Keep working that ball around.
Cransberger.
Number 2 is wide open. There it is.
Cunningham couldn't put it in his pocket quick enough. Wanted to release. Now he takes the shot and scores. We're tied at 9.
We got a dandy. Neil Cunningham, patient, took the feed, stepped in front of the goal and put it in the lower left corner. Cunningham will be matriculating to Grand Valley State University. No doubt the Lakers will be happy to have him.
Not since the 9:07 mark of the second has this game been tied. But Neil Cunningham's goal, his third of the half.
Well, Joe, we got
his
some
fourth of the
pressure
game.
now. We've got some pressure now. Are you going to bet on the experience and leadership or the moxie from Cranbrook here in the final 2 minutes?
2:10 remaining, still plenty of lacrosse to go. Schlosser to take the draw against Jefferson Martin, and it's won by the Rangers. No, not yet. Picked up by the Cranes. And turned over. Tyler Quinn turned it back over. Oh, and Martin took a heck of a hit there.
Settle it down.
Rangers on the attack. Korstange with it. Korstange moving in. Wanted too much too soon, and Tyler Greising stepped in front.
That would have been a nice opportunity to take a timeout and really set up your offense. Unfortunately, they got a turnover back to Cranbrook.
Feliski gets possession for the Cranes. They'll call time with 1:33 to go.
Good move by Coach Wilson. Settle the team down, set it up, and just work that ball in.
Take a look at this big hit. Hello, Jefferson Martin. Schlosser just laid right into it.
Well, they called upon Schlosser all year, and he stepped up with a key hit there, resulting in a turnover.
Well, Xfinity only from Comcast. Xfinity Internet gives you the fastest in-home Wi-Fi for all rooms, all devices, all the time. Chat, surf, stream, HD movies and TV shows and games online, all at the fastest speeds.
Well, I think we might see some possession, and they may look for Giampatoni to really set up for that last shot. We'll see what happens here with the Cranes.
Cranes will have it on the restart with 1:33 to go. Giampatroni with it. Chris Brown let it rip, and it went right into the solar plex of Kern Stoddard. And now Forest Hill Central will get a chance on the attack with 1:15 to go.
Wouldn't be surprised if they time it out right here, set it up. Although he sees an open player.
Oh, and it passes ahead and picked up by Rosenthal.
Yeah, just unsettled. Really got to slow that down and set up.
Miller between two defenders, still keeps it in the pocket. Good control by Miller. Christopher Brown with it left side, 52 seconds to go. They'll start it back out, and Giampatroni will hold there, and Brown will have it now with 45 seconds to go. Brown moving in, takes the shot, whistled it high. That one almost caught one of the spectators watching in behind the goal. That went off the fencing above this concrete brick wall behind the goal. 35 seconds to go. Giampatroni, 30 seconds left.
Sitting up for the ISO. He'll try to draw the double and pass off to an open man.
He'll move in, take the shot, and on the goal line, did it go in? It did. It went off of Stoddard and rolled across the goal line for the goal.
Oh, fantastic effort by Matthew Giampatroni. Set up top, drove down, took the shot. Great goal, important goal with 20 seconds to go.
Giampatroni with the big goal of the game makes it 10-9 Cranbrook. And Stoddard couldn't believe it. He'd actually made the stop, and it just trickled in. And then the restart of the play, and the Rangers are going to have it. Moving in is Nels. Here's the shot, sent wide and high. And with 9 seconds left, the Rangers will bring it in play. Cranbrook will start it in behind the net.
It looks like they're going to try to get an unsettled situation here and just go for it. 9 seconds to go. Put Schlosser on the crease. They're probably going to try to beat the man and have the crease defenseman slide off and leave Schlosser open.
Now they put 10.6 on the clock instead of 9.6. Cranbrook into Schlosser, stopped. Ball loose on the ground, chased in behind the goal. 2 seconds, 1 second pass out front. They won't get it off in time, and the Cranbrook Cranes have won it in Division II. With 20 seconds to go in this game, Matthew Giampatroni scores a goal that trickles in behind Kern Stoddard, and that's your decider. 10-9 your final. Cranbrook, the Division II champions in boys lacrosse.
Well, an outstanding performance today by the Cranes. We talked about the youthfulness, 6 sophomores, but outstanding game today. They beat the defending state champions.
Here's the game winner.
Giampatroni just took it down and single-handedly bottom left corner.
You see it bounced off his heel, I believe, and into the net, and then bounced back out over the line.
That's what it looked like.
And Giampatroni with the game winner, and Cranbrook, your Division II champs in boys lacrosse. More to come in the MHSAA championships in just a moment.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot this.
Not since 2006 have they hoisted the championship trophy in Division II, but the Cranbrook Cranes will do it today here at East Grand Rapids with a 10-9 victory over the defending champs in Division II by a score of 10-9. Clock was ticking down, under 30 seconds to go. Let's take a look at a game-winning goal of this one. It's Matthew Giampatroni. Takes the shot off the heel of the keeper into the net. And that was your game winner, 10-9 Cranbrook. And you got to give a lot of credit, though, to Forest Hills Central. We say that a lot of times in defeat for teams, but this is a team that was down 9-6 in this game and scored 3 unanswered, 2 by Neil Cunningham to draw even with 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go.
Well, you do, and I think they ran into a goalie that had his young game of his life. Ryan Rosenthal just had a number of saves, and some of the other shots just were off. It was unfortunate for the Rangers, but they got to hand it to Cranbrook. And, you know, we talked about Giampatroni and so on, but the defense and, gosh, that work of Ryan Rosenthal in the goal was outstanding. He just had a number of saves today.
Now this Cranbrook Crane team got off to a quick start, 2 minutes and 8 seconds into this game after the Christopher Brown goal. It was a 3-0 lead for Cranbrook, and it looked like there was no turning back, but 5 of the next 6 goals would be scored by Forest Hills Central, and they would take a 5-4 lead. And Rosenthal, there he is right there. Might be small in stature, but certainly stood tall between the wickets today. Look at this, another great stop here, point blank.
Yeah, outstanding. Maybe the MVP of the game, I'm not sure. But like you said, it was great for the Rangers to fight back. It was a great game. Tough defeat at 10-9.
He's not 5'9". He's not 5'9". But the tallest player on the field right now is Rosenthal, the goalkeeper. What an outstanding job he did today. At half, It was a 7-5 lead for Cranbrook. Only 2 goals were scored in the third. And Gian Petroni for Cranbrook and Neil Cunningham for Forest Hill Central. 8-6 heading into the fourth. Gasquire made it 9-6, and then Neil Cunningham, Andrew Kransberger and Neil Cunningham back-to-back-to-back goals with 2:10 left to tie it at 9, and Matthew Giampetroni with the decider, 20 seconds to go in this game. And the Cranbrook Cranes defeat the defending champion Forest Hill Central Rangers and come up with a 10-9 victory here today. Both teams now are lining up on their respective sides. And coming up, the presentation of the championship medals. One to the finalists and the second to the Division II champions, and then of course the finalist trophy, and then the Division II championship trophy will be handed out as well. And now let's send it down to our public address announcer for the presentation of the medals and the championship trophy.
And they're played today. At this time, we direct your attention to the middle of the field, where Tim Johnson, Director of Athletics at East Grand Rapids High School, along with Steve Graff, Director of Athletics at Cranbrook-Kingswood, and Clark Udall, Athletic Director of Forest Hill Central, will make the award presentations. First, let us honor the finalists in Division II, the Rangers of Forest Hill Central. Number 1, Justin Bacon. 2, Neil Cunningham. 3, Spencer Nels. 4, Colin Slosher. 5, Kevin Barisi. 6, Grant Scholl. 7, David Urich. 8, Chris Bosher. 9, Zach Christan. 10, Ben Argo. 11, Mitch Illinois. 12, Taylor Lunenberg. 14, Patrick Donovan. 16, Parker Lint. 17, Tyler Brewer. 18, Ben Scholl. 19, Patrick Lunt. Number 20, Ryan Whitlow. 21, Andrew Kransberger. 22, Luke Gerard. 23, J.T. Hudson. 24, Jay Engler. 25, Evan Bartis. 26, Eric Bosch. 27, Kieran Stoddard. 28, Asa Ray Gupta. 29, Max Piper. 32, Ryan Ellis. 33, Andrew Clay. 35, Tyler Quinn. 36, Scott Civil. Number 40, Keeling Luke. 41, Luke Easton. 42, Luke Gadet. 43, Josh Piper. 44, Zach Love. 45, Sam Euchre. 46, Jacob Worsham. And accepting the trophy for the Forest Hill Central Rangers coach Tony Quinn. Congratulations to the Forest Hill Central Rangers. And now, for the 2013 MHSAA Division II champions, the Greens of Cranbrook-Kingswood. Number 1, Peter Augier. 2, Brad Forbes. 3, Max Hermelin. 4, Brock DuCoin. 5, Charles Pister. 6, Ryan Rosenthal. 7, Bennett Feliski. 8, Jefferson Martin. 9, Matthew Giampetroni. 10, Christopher Brown. 11, Jason Miller. 12, Greg Aiken. 13, Michael Roman. 14, Webster Burton. 15, Jack Bloomberg. 16, Taylor Chesquire. 17, Trey Racing. 18, Johnny Wagner. 20, Pierce Fennick. 21, John Luciani. 22, Michael Langdon. 23, Daniel Ryan. 24, Stephen Lackoff. 25, Connor Paulus. 26, Andrew DeClerc. 27, Chase Chesquire. 28, Bryce Becker. 30, Joseph Files. 32, Michael Hahn. 33, Ben Sullivan. 34, Jack Bloomberg. 19, Adam Rosenberg. 'Accepting the championship trophy for the Cranes, Coach Matt Wilson. Congratulations to Cranbrook-Kingswood, the 2013 Division II Boys Lacrosse Champions.
Well, 10-9 is your final as the Cranes of Cranbrook come away with the Division II title in boys lacrosse over this defending championship team from Forest Hill Central. 10-9 again, your final. Welcome back. Joe Jason along with Charlie Esty. What a matchup we had here today, and you got to give a lot of credit to Forest Hill Central, this defending champion. Here they were down 3. They scored 3 unanswered goals to tie this thing up with just a little over 2 minutes to go, and just not enough.
Well, it was a tough game. You know, the goalie for Cranbrook, I think, had the game of his young life, and as well as the Rangers play, they just couldn't get it in the net. But, yeah, outstanding day. They brought it back. It was a close one right up till the end.
Great game here. Let's take a look at the highlights from this one today, and what a game it was here in Division II. We started early. The Cranes got out to a quick 3-0 lead in this game, and you see moving in, taking the shot, bouncing it home, Johnny Wagner. He had actually 2 goals in the first 90 seconds of this game to give him a 2-0 lead, and then Chris Brown would add one in as well to make it 3-0. Here's Chris Brown going to work, and look at this. Oh, yeah.
Well, a young team, but they played with a lot of determination today. In fact, you would have thought they were the older squad.
Spencer Nels makes it 3-1 with his goal. And then there you see Rosenthal doing just a great job in between the pipes for this team. Really, really keeping this Cranbrook Crane team with the lead most of the game.
Well, Coach Wilson talked about the young Rosenthal working with Coach Gigliotti, a great goalie coach, and it really paid off today. He did an outstanding job.
Another Johnny Wagner tally there at 9:07, tied the game at 5 apiece. And then Cunningham, he would really come alive in this game. Neil Cunningham made it 5-4 Forest Hill Central for their only lead of the game.
I think there's a lot of experience with the Rangers, but they were just a little bit too much determination trying to make things happen towards the end. It did lead to some turnovers, and Cranbrook was able to possess the ball.
That was your game winner right there by Matthew Giampatroni with just 20 seconds left in this game. And how about it? The Cranbrook Cranes, for the first time since 2006, will hoist the championship trophy as the Division II champion with a 10-9 victory here today over Forest Hill Central. That's going to do it from East Grand Rapids. Thanks for joining us for this exciting matchup in the MHSAA Championships. Your winner, the Cranes of Cranbrook, a 10-9 winner today over Forest Hill Central in the Division II lacrosse finals here at East Grand Rapids. For my partner Charlie Esty, I'm Joe Jason. Thanks for joining us. You've been watching the MHSAA Boys Lacrosse Championships, a presentation of Play on Sports Midwest, Xfinity High School.